I'm back in the nether again. So, I need some wood. I need to make a whole ton of regular pistons. And I've just been talking with Kashi. He's finally got enough. Oh my goodness. Poor dude. So yeah, he was saying that, you know, why don't I need wood, so why don't I just plant the dark oak? Because basically you get a lot of wood from those trees. And I kind of really need to do that because I've only got 5 saplings left because I gave 4 to Cypherus. And so it'd be kind of cool to get more saplings. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to be planting some dark oak, and I'm going to cut down a whole bunch of trees. Oh, and last time I did this, right? I've got saplings down on the ground, so a tree will grow up while I'm cutting one down. I actually grew inside a tree, and like physically inside the logs, and started to suffocate. I better tell him now. And yeah, and it was really bad. So you know, I'm just gonna quickly talk to Kashi and let him know so he can say whatever he wants. Now the other problem I've got is we're running really low on iron. I said that in the last video. It's a bit of a problem because what we've got is a dead spot on the server. If anybody goes into it, the server crashes. Now, if anyone has any idea why that would happen, leave a comment in the comment section because we are sort of not really sure how to fix it. Basically, if you go into the area which is the iron farm, you will crash the server, and potentially it could be a corrupted chunk, but that's guessing. We don't really know. So if you've got any ideas, let us know because it'd be kind of cool to fix it. So Kashi's been stealing chicken from the tunnel and he's heading off to BBL. So let's intercept and kill him and take back the chicken. Okay, so I'm heading towards Kashi's place. That's old Crafty's. That's not Kashi's. Somewhere down here. I think this is Kashi's. I'm gonna go for it. I'm pretty sure this is. Hopefully it is. There we go, Kashi's base. Now we go through the portal and then we go down the dark oak stairs. Which up or down? Let me see. Alright, check out Kashi's goods, man. Check it out. He's got stacks. Look at all those diamonds. Oh, well, I'm going to take one stack of iron blocks. And I'll check out this place, man. Let's have a look around. We got the blue glass. Nice. And what else we got? All these crazy things he's got here. Where's this go? Enchantment room, which is out in the open. Oh my goodness, man. This guy's living it rough. Got some good stuff happening here. Good stuff. Alright, let's head back and get on with what we're doing today. I actually don't think I've even said what I'm doing today. Well, Kashi's playing with the slimes. I'm not exactly sure what he's up to, but he's made some friends, that's for sure. Okay, so the plan for today is to go into the nether, which we're in. This is the nether, for all of you who didn't know, or otherwise known as hell. I'm going to go down and show you exactly what I'm up to today. Now, I have had trouble with the farms and things like that. Actually, even the witch farm now is showing signs of slowing down. Now, that is not anything to do with how we've built it. It's just something's changed in the game. And it could be because it's laggy or something like that. But, yeah, it's just at the moment, because we're in snapshots, what are we in? We are in 13W48B. Oops. And for some reason, I'm having trouble with the witch farm, so yeah, so I have pulled down completely the old wither farm that I had here, but I still have this part in here, the separator, which I'm also going to pull down. The reason being is that these are extremely laggy on the server, and it's just the way the server's set up. And I don't think that it's going to be any good on the server anyway, on any server. It's okay if it's in a single player. It works fine, but on the server here it's not working that great. So I have pulled down the wither farm here, and I am going to actually extend it all the way to the end here. Those Ghasts are funny, man. They come through the ceiling. So I've got my 3 spawn pads marked out up here. Now I'm going to build it 2 wide. With my new design, I can actually build this 3 wide. It's going to be a shifting floor design. But I'm finding that I get the giant slime, the giant magma cubes spawning on there, and I can't, for the life of me, work out how to get rid of them. Because of the height, it allows them to spawn in there, and I need that height so I don't cause any damage to the wither skeletons. Now, I will get onto the design in a minute, but I have been in creative, and I have come up with something pretty cool. So you'll be able to see that soon, and we're going to get started. That's what we're working on today. We're working on this new wither farm. So I'm probably going to just do 1 layer. I'll do the top layer first, I think. Yeah, possibly. And with all those fire resistance potions I've got in the nether there that I've been doing, I'm going to be taking a swim and working down here in the lava. And that's just so I can get the drop chute sorted out. So I need to do some measuring and things like that, but first of all we need to get back on to getting the wood for the pistons, and that's what I need to do first. Alright, sweet as. Okay, yep, I've done more than just get wood. I have been collecting string, so let's see, what chest is that in? Here we go. It's quite a lot of string. Yeah, so I went down to the old spider farm and set something up there so I could get string pretty easy. And I've also worked out what I'm going to need. So I'm going to need 300 regular pistons, 450 string. It's 50 blocks long, this room, and we're going to have 3 tiers. So yeah, it's a lot of resources. So let's have a look. Let's have a look here. I've also got a ton of coloured blocks, but I've placed them in a chest somewhere. I can't remember where I put them. Oh, I've got no clue. I think they might be at the witch farm. So I'm going to have to go through there, through all this chest and see if I can find them. I'm pretty sure that's where they are. So the deal is, yeah, and the funny thing is, the version 1.0 farm over there is actually working. For some reason, the nether just goes dead for a while and then it just comes right. And yeah, it started spawning withers and blazes, and the trap was working. So if this does not work because it's too laggy, then I'll revert back to that one there. But I'm going to build it in here because this is what this was for. I was going to build this farm throughout this whole length of this particular arm of the nether fortress, and because the reason being is because it's over the lake of lava, and the other section is not. Which means I've got to clear quite a bit of it out. But yeah, so I'm going to get to work on this. Now, I haven't actually worked out how to. Well, while I'm doing that, I'm going to make some pistons. While I'm talking, I'm going to make some pistons. I haven't worked out how to stack my trigger mechanism yet. Now, I did actually have a test run yesterday, and it didn't stack very well. So I'm going to have to come up with something. Let's see, I need those, and I need probably a heap of this. Actually, redstone is something I'm really low on. Let's see, let's grab a bunch of this. It's not as bad as you think. Okay, something like, get out. Like this. Yes. Alright, anyway, that's enough to start with. So, the deal is we're going to place her, and I will do a tutorial on this a bit later on, because I I think it's worth it. So it's going to be a shifting floor design. Now, what I like about this design is it fits perfectly inside this the width of the fortress here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks wide, and I'm only making it. I mean, I could potentially have 5 pads, like I did in the old version of this, which was here, but we get those giant magma cubes spawning here, and I tell you what, they are so hard to get rid of. So I've decided to go with 2, and hopefully when we get the medium-sized magma cubes, they will actually be able to fall down. But the big ones just didn't seem to fall, and they were causing lots of troubles in gumming up the system, and also continuously firing off the pistons, which made it really laggy. I don't have that problem as such over there with the with that new version, or well the single piston. I don't even know what I'm calling. I'm going to call it version 1.0. It's a really good system, but it's too intense for the server, and it's made that way. It's made specifically to deal with the small, the mini pigmen, and well, let's face it, they are a real problem. But with this shifting floor design, they just fall down just like a regular mob. So no big deal, right? Right, those are the pistons. It didn't take long at all. I could have just done it on camera, but yeah. So that's the length of the pistons. So we're going to do like 3 levels. So you can fit 3 levels in here, and this is going to be pretty loud, pretty crazy. So this is pretty much the deal. So this is the first part, and I'm going to need some blocks for the shifting floor. What am I going to use? I might as well use these. They are expensive though. Do we? Well, we have a lot of them, so let's just use those. So we've got enough for 2 levels. So yeah, let's just use them. Yeah, that didn't take very long at all, and I think you'd be able to build these really quick if you've got all the resources. Now, I do have resources, but I spent time collecting them, as you can see. And I just can't remember. I need to find those blocks. Actually, I might actually have enough there. Let's see. 2, 3. Yeah, I might actually have enough there anyway. So I spent time collecting all these materials to do this job. But it's actually quite quick to build. There's not much to them. Right, the hard part really is building the control mechanism which runs this whole thing. Now I'm not going to do it down this end, though it makes sense to do it. I'm going to do it down at this end because I want to still be able to come through that door, which means I've got to punch out here, and I think I've got to go about 8 blocks out in that direction where these ghasts are. So it's going to be a bit dangerous. I might go find myself a fireproof potion. Let's put it that way, and hopefully I won't catch on fire. Let's do this. This is going to help a lot. Yeah. And now I can get up here. Right, so I'm just going to grab some blocks now and start working on this part up here. And then I'm going to punch out through here and build a little box all the way up to the top there that juts out the side, out the back I should say. And yeah, let's do this. Now, these blocks here are going to carry the wiring for us. It's important to have these blocks because this is how we're going to power the pistons. Now, I've chosen to use red clay because it is actually easy to get hold of if you've got a mesa biome nearby, and yeah, and I like the colour in the nether. It seems to suit it pretty well, so I've chosen to use it. So I'm going to repeat this again, but there's a bit of tricky wiring we need to do down the other end. So let's I'll show you what's going to happen out there. Right, so that's those 2 done. Now I need to go into here. Oh, there's the floor. Oh well, it's just the way it's going to be. You have to tidy this up after. Oh, blaze! See. This is going to be the dangerous part about building this thing, and a skeleton behind it. Make sure I've got lots of arrows on me. And I mean, this is great because already, I know this is going to be a fantastic machine. I'm getting spawns just like that. Right, and so the deal is now, there's going to be, let's see, nope. Okay, there's going to be tripwire hooks right here. But I need to bring the wiring behind and out this way another block because I don't want... yeah, that's going to be a problem. Because I don't want the tripwire hooks putting power directly onto the redstone, which I'm going to run. Dang it. You'll be able to see all that in a minute. Yeah. Let the games begin. Oh, I wish I had my looting sword right now. Okay, let's get this guy. We need to now build out here. So I want to give myself some room. I think I'm going to build it probably 10 blocks. 10 blocks out this way. So I'm going to have to go... Oh, crumbs. Take that, sucker! Oh, here we go. I'm going for a swim, I know I am. Okay, so I want to probably build it maybe down at this level and maybe this wide because I want to be able to walk along the side. Ooh, still going to be tight fit. I'm going to make it one more wide, I think. Nothing like hanging off the side of a nether fortress over lava. Now, what's going to happen now is we're going to get lots of spawny things spawning in here, and that's going to be a problem. But I think I've got enough room in here now to build the what I need to. So I'm going to grab some bits and I thought it went over the top. I'm going to bring some bits and pieces into here and start building. And let's see if we can get this thing working. Right, now this row of blocks here is going to be where the other tripwire is going to be connected to. But we need to run some redstone. Let's see. Now I want to make sure this is stackable. So let's say I can't build anything. Yeah, this is going to be tricky. I need. Well, I got room. I got room to spread it out a bit. I need to build a hopper timer and a monostable circuit. What? That is going to be my monostable circuit with power coming out here. Yep, that'll work. How's this working? Okay, so we've got redstone torch there, one there, repeater set to 3, redstone, there, and here. Right, so that becomes a monostable circuit, and I need to power that block, which is fine. Let's see. Now, going into this block here, I need to have a comparator. Let's place our first lot of hoppers. Hope this is right. Like so. So if we place in let's place in 3 items. There we go. Which isn't going to do anything right now. Let's see. Right. So now every time this piston reaches this side here, it's going to send off a pulse through the monostable, which is going to then go down our repeaters, which is exactly what I want. Right. It looks like this might be stackable. We'll find out in a minute. So I'm going to clean up all the blocks we don't need so they get out of the way. Yes! Dead. Okay. Powering pistons. This is where I'm going to run out of redstone. And that's as far as we need to go. We don't have to do that block at all, which is good. And now I'm going to test this out by removing this redstone torch, and hopefully... Oh yeah, that works. With minimal lag too. So we've got ourselves a shifting floor. And this is magic, absolutely magic. So what's going to happen now is we're going to run the tripwires across here. Right, got me some tripwire hooks, and I need some strings. Get rid of those, don't need those. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I need 3 stacks. 3 stacks is enough. Okay, let's go up. Alright, here we go. Actually, no, I'm going to stand on the side. Now, did they not join? Is it too long? What the heck was the deal? Is there a length limit? There is? Oh, balls. Well, that's dumb. Okay, so I can only go 40 blocks, so I'm going to have to move this whole section in 10 blocks, which is a real pain, man. Seriously, like, what? So 40 blocks. It's just short of 50 what I need. So let's see. 1. What? Okay, so let's see if we can fix this. It is. It goes repeater, redstone, repeater, redstone. No, what? Repeater. Redstone. Repeater. There we go, that's it. Okay, quite a little quick divergent trip there. We just saw that piece of cactus despawn in front of us, but normally this is quite a cool little way to grow cactus, and we've got 36 in here already. And it's just a simple setup with hoppers going around in a ring and block on top there. So every time a cactus grows, it pops off and into the hoppers. Oh, there we go. Someone's setting it off. Not standing inside it though, standing on the edge, which is fine because we're going to sort that out in a minute. Let's see, where are we? Oh no. Yeah. Oh, what the heck? A wither skull. Oh, yeah. Oh, my trees on fire. No. No. Well, this is fantastic. It's going to stack really nicely. So, yeah. I'm really happy with the way this design is going. Right now I'm going to get this one going as well, this level. And after this one, I'm just going to build the last one. And then I think we'll be ready to start work on the collection chamber. There we have it. That's 3 layers. Problem though. I don't know how or why, but we're getting large magma cubes spawning in there as well. And that's the very thing I was trying to avoid. I might as well just have like 5 pads all the way across. I tell ya, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I'm going to have to check out the, see if I can find out how they actually spawn, if it's like a 4x4 area or not. If it is, then I might have to do something like breaking this pattern up with placing like open fence gates every other block, so that Yeah, they're not going to spawn because I don't want them spawning in there. Now it's time to start digging this out. Okay, so what I've done up here is I've actually worked it. I can squeeze in some fence posts up there. Let's see, I'll just stop moving around. And those fence posts are just right below the tripwire. So the tripwire still works, but there's no need to have it there anymore. And effectively what that does is it reduces the space so that those large magma cubes can't spawn. It's kind of also really annoying because the idea was to have an air gap there to help, you know, spawn a lot more mobs. But it does actually pack spawn because I had 3 withers drop down as well as at the same time as a couple blaze. So that is a really good indicator of how fast this farm could be. With a bit more conditioning around the area and outside. And I've also got to, you know, finish working in this part here and get rid of this big room down here. So yeah, you probably hear the family in the background there. They're all going crazy right now, and so I just need to probably stop recording for a bit. And yeah, so I'm probably going to dig all the way down to the bottom here and get the drop sorted out. Ooh, and drop down myself. And I'll do all that off camera. Sweet as. Alright, see you soon. Now, what I've decided to do, after actually, let's just start again. I've died so many times now. Burning lava, fell down here and died. I lost my 48 plus XP? So gutted. Anyway, so I'm in here and I've decided I'm going to remove the fences and replace them with solid, well, a solid block like a glass block. And the reason being is it makes things a bit more tricky down there when I want to set up the crusher and that sort of thing. And I think this is still going to be okay because these fences are like half a block, really, well, slightly bigger than half a block wide. And I don't think it's going to reduce the spawn rates because I'm going to put a solid block right there. Because we've got a two wide spawn pad here, which is really good. And I've had like 3 mobs spawning pretty close to each other on this 2 wide gap. So I think it's going to be okay. Alright, there we go. We've got all the glass in. And so we're just going to test this out for a bit. The blaze, I've had a blaze come down after I finished it all, so it's all good. It's all working fine still. Of course, it's probably... Well, I don't know if the algorithm checks for half blocks or not, but I don't think much has changed in the way of how many mobs can spawn in here. But yeah, if I was going to add the extra 2 pads, I'd have to move this whole unit over to this block here. So I'd have to move everything across one block, which isn't too bad. But basically it's pulling the whole thing down and building it all over again. I may do it. I may do it. Yeah, that'll do us, I think, for now. I'm going to grab 3 of those on the hotbar. Take my sword. Do I want to take my sword? Not really. Pick yes. And I need some building blocks, man. Well, no point in smelting, nothing to smelt, so let's just check this out. So I'm going to drink one of these now. Right, and I'm going to go through here and check this out. So I think if I smack this out and go all the way along this height, is it? Oh man. Okay, so now I have finished this particular part of the crusher. Well, I haven't finished the crusher. I've put the crusher in. And I've made some room down here for me to stand. We've got a couple of blaze in here and a skeleton. So if I run down here and flick the switch, we should be able to see those guys die. The skeleton should die straight away, and then the... oh, come on, did that not work? And then the blazes will get crushed. Let's see. Oh, come on! I can't right click. What's the... What? Okay, there was the application open behind this, and it was causing it to lag. Oh man, that demonstration failed. So anyway, we oh my goodness, no, I've got bad lag. I'm gonna have to quit and come back and record again. Right, now I did think I had something else in here too, but I was too busy doing something else. But anyway, we've got two wither skeletons here. Now, if I had this automated, the crusher, this guy's following, no? Then the crusher would open. Oh shit, I mean not that. And the wither skeletons don't receive any damage, so basically they'd be here like this, and I could just like tap them with my fist there, and they'll die. But let's just leave it open. So I can do the same thing like this, and he's dead. And what I wanted to show you was the crusher, because it was working before, but we had that lag issue and I couldn't show you it working properly. But anyway, let's have a little bit more of a wait and see what we get. But let's just go check in the chest here. That sounds so funny. Anyway, I got this before, but we're definitely getting a lot of coal, which is really cool. A little bit of gold. Alright, we have some volunteers. We've got a little baby magma cube here and a normal skeleton, a regular skeleton. Let's see if we can provoke this guy to fire. All I need to do is flick that switch and they're both dead. So let's go over here and sort that out. No, I'm not shoot the switch. Right, they're dead. So, that's really good. I'm really happy with this. Now, I need to put this on a timer. Well, I'll tell you what, this is quite amazing. I've just killed two wither skeletons over there, and there's another 3 of them here. And so I've got this, it's not the best crusher. I'm going to work on it. The timing's all wonky, but basically the pistons are extended and the mob's going to drop down on top of it, which sort of doesn't give the right full damage to the withers, but that's okay. One hit with a looting sword and they're dead anyway. And it just leaves enough time for the mobs to slip through and then it closes on them, so that's pretty good. But I think it's closing just a bit too fast, so if I can delay that just a little bit, then I think we're good to go. Bye bye Blaze. Sweet. Yeah, this is gonna work. Well, that's cool. Alright, well I'm just gonna go AFK here for a bit and see what I get. Actually, before I do, what I want to do is clear out this chest, which means I have to dump some items, and then when I've emptied it out, we'll see what we get. I'll probably run it for, let's say, 1 hour, and yeah, I think compared to the test that I did on the previous video, and I haven't done any conditioning around here either, which is quite interesting, that I'm going to get more mobs spawning in this trap than I would have if I had built the other version, and that's running for an hour, and that is absolutely fascinating. So there's something to say about shifting floor designs and the way that it allows mobs to sort of pack spawn, whereas if you had just a single pad, it doesn't allow those pack spawns and you get less mobs coming down here. So let's just clear all this stuff out and see what we get after an hour, including the wither skeleton. So there's nothing in the chest, and I will go up here, and we're not going to get any blaze rods because we're killing the blaze and we're not going to get anything from them, but that's okay. I'm interested in gold and coal as well as wither skulls, and that's all this farm is really for. like I said, we're going to have a blaze farm anyway, so we're good to go. And I need to get this in there. Right. Okay, so that's all good. Let's knock back. I need to fix my looting sword if I can. Alright, so we're empty. We're going to go back down. I'm going to start the clock for an hour and see what we get. Alright, it's 20 seconds to go, and we've been doing this for an hour now. I can tell you that there's been 3 blaze come down. I believe 1 skeleton, but we'll check the chest over there, and this wither skeleton. Now that is nearly twice as efficient as the farm I showed you in the previous video, or maybe in this video. And it's actually amazing, because I just can't work out why this will be more efficient. And nothing's sort of spawn proofed out there. I can hear a ton of magma cubes out here, and I can hear some pigmen somewhere around here. I think there might be some underneath here or somewhere around pretty close, either there or above us. I'm not sure how, but yeah, so let's go check this out. It's been an hour. We'll leave that guy for a second. Hopefully he won't despawn. What do we have in the chest? Just 1 arrow. That tells me that we have 1 skeleton fall. And this guy, this wither, who is now dead. And 3 blaze. So that's not too bad. If you did 12 hours AFK, you could probably expect 12 withers. Or more, because I have had pack spawns of 4 withers come down at a time. And that could basically, if you did 12 hours AFK, you probably end up with quite a few withers down here, which is really cool. Okay, so I guess the next step really is to call it a day. But before I do that, I'll just show you what I've just done out here. It's just basically a, well, it's hidden now, but it's just a hopper block with a few items in it. Can't tell you how many. Yeah, it's got a few items in there, and that timing can be adjusted and whatnot. But I think what I want to do is delay the off state for a bit longer, so it leaves a bit more time for mobs to drop in. But as it is, it seems to be doing quite well, because they just seem to drop down, including the blazes, which is really good. So yeah, I need to work on. See, there must be a ton of these guys out here. So let's wrap it up. I think we're done. Just showing you all those things in there, but that's for another day. Anyway, so we're going to go back up the top here, and I'm going to say goodbye and go and do something different. Next time we're going to work on maybe the blaze farm. That's quite important. I need some blaze rods. And at the same time, it might look at terraforming some more land around here. And if I don't do that, then it's most likely going to be making the magma cubes disappear by making a little trap for those guys. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Catch you later. Bye-bye.